Hi there, Debbie Nigro, Chief Executive Girlfriend, FirstWivesWorld.com. Today we're going to talk about 3 signs that your kids will know you're getting a divorce. Our expert on tap for this topic is Tammy Gold. She's a certified parent coach and founder of Gold Parent Coaching. Welcome.
Thank you.
Certified.
Yes, certified, because not
Okay.
all of us are.
Certified is
Yes,
important.
yes.
All right, 3 signs your kids will know you're getting a divorce. We're going to talk about the behavioral sign, the schedule of changes sign, and the emotional sign. So jump right in with your first thought on top of mind about this.
Thank you. Well, the first thing I would say is that what they know and what they're aware of is going to be dependent on their age. Obviously, what a 2-year-old is aware of is different than a 10-year-old is aware of, but also their maturity level. So one 10-year-old would be oblivious that their parents are getting divorced no matter what's happening, and a very mature, astute 10-year-old would be very aware of what's going on in the home.
I think it's really awkward when things start to change in a house for a kid. What is the behavior they start to see that tips them off, first and foremost?
Well, as you said, change is the biggest tip for divorce. Basically the opposite of whatever's going on before. So the 3 we're talking about is behavioral change. If mom and dad are happy and jovial and now they're crying and fighting, they're going to know something's wrong. If mom usually takes care of herself and now turns to you for advice and asks you for help and pours her heart out to you, they're going to know that something's different. Physically and structurally in the home, if there's great change, if it used to be a very calm home and now it's volatile, if there used to be a lot of order and schedule and routine and now someone forgets ballet and no one takes me to a soccer game, kids are going to know something's going wrong. And emotionally, again, if mom and dad are a very cohesive, tight, close-knit unit, and now they're apart, if they're spending time apart, if they seem distant and aren't speaking to each other or they're fighting, kids are going to pick up on these things.
So they're going to pick up on the things, and therefore you need to communicate with your kids
Absolutely.
in some rational way,
Right.
that their lives are going to be very, very different.
Yes, you need to speak to them if you can together as soon as something goes wrong so they don't have to pick up and then have to decipher what's going on for themselves. You need to be the one to sit down to them and explain to them in a simple, clear manner, this is what's going on, this is what's going to happen, so they know that they feel more in control of the process and they're not left to imagine on their own.
Yeah. When parents don't show up at the events they used to show up at together, that's always a rough one. A kid's game,
Absolutely.
for example, a holiday.
Right, have a holiday. They're going to know if last year dad was here and now we're going to grandma's and dad's not here. They're going to know, regardless of their age, even the younger one, that something's different. So it's better really to sit down at the beginning of the situation and explain to them in a very simple manner, not who did what or why, but this is what's happening. Mom and dad are separating. We love you. Our family is going to be the same, though different. And these are the reasons. This is how it's going to work.
From your experience, does this ever go smoothly? Because it sounds like, apple pie and Chevrolet right now, but I don't think this is so simple.
It's not that simple, and it doesn't always go smoothly because for their child, their whole world is their family. So if they think that something's happening to their family, it's a very traumatic. But it doesn't have to be as horrendous as it could be if it's handled in the right approach. And it really all comes down to the parents working together, not against each other, speaking highly of each other, being positive as they can, and making it very clear, drawing out a schedule, and really keeping the children in the loop of what's going on, keeping things calm, and keeping things orderly for the children.
Again, it sounds a lot easier said than done.
Right.
When things are not, you're going to be breaking up a marriage, there's a lot of negative words that are going
Right.
to fly out of your mouth
Right.
if you're a mother, that you can't catch all of them.
Right. You're right. And so the way to help that is to get added support for children, a mother-in-law, a sister-in-law, brothers, aunts, uncles. It said a lot of research on divorce says that a lot of children don't have enough kind of adult support during this time. So if you find that a mom and a dad can't control themselves, maybe have grandma come in and help with the positivity, or have an aunt or an uncle come in and show an adult, a calm adult, so mom and dad have that time to get those emotions out, which they need to do.
How much should a parent tell a kid? I mean, you're talking about letting kids in on this.
Right.
But to what point?
A parent should tell very little. It shouldn't be who did what, why we're here, mom did this, dad did this. It's just Mom and dad can't live together anymore. And again, it really is family specific. It depends on how old your kids are, how aware they are, how mature they are, how much they can handle. But the universal experience says don't degrade either parent, don't blame either parent. Just tell them this is ending, give a brief explanation for why, and then try to tell them what's going to happen in the future. You're going to go to mom on these days, you're going to go to dad on these days, and show them, either drawing it out or writing a calendar, what the future is going to look like for them.
Well, this is very important information, particularly a difficult time in a family breaking up. And remember, it's not your kid's choice, so be very considerate how you let them know how their life is going to go based on your choices. Thank you very much, Tammy Gold, for being with us here at FirstWivesWorld.com.